Are you one of those people that have watched the last 49 episodes and you're sitting at the end of your chair thinking, when are they going to work on something that affects me? Well, guess what? You can sit back at the edge of your chair today because today's show is all about you. Today's show is about the viewer. What topic would you like us to cover that we haven't covered for you? So today is called Open Office or Open House or your choice. It's viewer's choice today. And you can let us know in the comments if you'd like a free emotion code session today on a topic. You need to let us know what the topic is, what the severity is. And John and I are each going to choose one today. We don't really have a criteria for choosing, so we may or may not choose what yours. Ideally, it'll be something that we haven't worked on today. We, being John and I. Hey everybody, welcome. It is Saturday morning. Welcome to the Emotion Code Bros Show. My name is Michael Losier. I'm an Emotion Code Certified Practitioner by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and I'm here with my bro.
Good morning. John and Verity here, the other co-host of Emotion Code Bro Show. And yeah, I'm in Vancouver, Canada, certified in the Emotion Code and certified in the Body Code. And yeah, always this is going to be a good one, I think. I think we're going to have lots of volunteers, lots
Yeah,
of people looking for something.
yeah, we got lots of viewers plugged in already today. I think people have been telling their friends, and we're on episode number 50. What the anniversary is going on? And actually, I think we'll be here. Yeah, episode 52 is on the 23rd, and we'll be here. So that'll be our anniversary show. I'm not sure what we're going to do, but so we've been coming up with topics for 50 weeks. Well, for 49 weeks because we don't have one today. So that's
Yeah.
why it's called the open office, or you tell us what you want to work on today. John, can you tell people what they need to do if they're watching and they would like to be chosen today on a topic to help them have a more rich, full, delicious, healthy life? What do they need to do to be chosen today?
Well, you need to be watching live and comment in the comments. And what your concern is, what your chief complaint is in any area of life, and the severity. So a little context, how much it bothers you, and basically that's it. Pretty simple,
Yeah,
straightforward. Permission, severity, and something to work on.
yeah. So, John, we are going to do a little presentation on the 7 keys. I know a lot of friends have invited their friends today. Before we do the 7 keys to the emotion code process, let's go out to the room and let's find out who's joined us, who's saying what, and we'll do the 7 keys. And also, we're going to be looking for some participants. Now, the ideal participant today will be a first timer. And if we can't find a first timer, then we'll get a double dipper. John, can you define double dippers, please?
Double dipper, so someone that we've worked on more than once. So we like to work on someone new every week. And when we can't find someone new to work on, we'll work on
That's right.
someone twice. Or I think there's
And double
some,
dippers tend to be loyal.
yeah,
So they're loyal, they're loyal double dippers.
yeah.
Let's say good morning to our friend Susan Arthur. She's saying hello. Christy Footpatrick is saying good morning. Hey, hello, Christy Footpatrick. One more, Joanne Lord saying good morning.
Wendy Stout says good morning. And Samantha Lynn says, hey guys.
Hey, Samantha and Wendy, good morning.
Yeah. And speaking of double dippers, Don Boehm's here, says good morning.
Oh, I think Don's a quad.
Is he?
I think Don's pulled a quad, or at least a triple dip. Good morning, Don Boehm. Maybe his sister's watching again. Janice Pritchard is watching us. Good morning, Janice. And our friend, NPS, Natasha Polisami. Hello, Michael and John. Looking forward to a razzle-dazzle show. Watch from sunny and warm Romford, Essex. Hashtag Emotion Code Bros. Who else?
Yeah, actually, update from Christy Footpatrick, who we worked on last week on crankiness. So she says, hi from Georgia. I wasn't as cranky this week. Thanks to John. Thank you.
Well, tell people what we worked on last week, and that'll give some context to Christy's awesome update.
Yeah, it was crankiness, just being cranky or irritable most of the time, day to day crankiness. And so, yeah, we turned down the dial on the crankiness.
Yeah.
So Christie's
Yeah,
not
John
as
did a
cranky.
live session with Christy last week. He uncovered which one of these unprocessed negative trapped emotions were causing her to be a self-proclaimed cranky pants. And looks like I wasn't as cranky this week. Thanks, John. So we love that, Christy.
Yeah, thanks, Christy. Dallas Cleland says good morning.
Hey, Dallas, good morning. We're getting a weather report from Susan Arthur. Hashtag weather report, sunny, muggy, warm in Surrey, UK. Our friend Julia from New Westminster, she's saying good morning. Hey, Julia.
Yeah, a couple people from the UK. Helen Morgan says good morning, bros, from the UK. Barbara Rowing says hi, bros, from the
Love
UK.
that.
Joade
Joade.
Joade says
Yeah.
hi from the UK.
Barbara Rowan. Yeah. I should be collecting a UK database because it looks like I'm going to London area next in 2019 to do a law of attraction seminar with a private company. And I think we've got enough people to have a nice round table dinner somewhere or maybe a seminar. I'm not sure. Kelly, May, Glover, good morning, gentlemen. Good to be back this morning. We love having you back. Our other Kelly friend, Kelly Carson, catching in, going to catch the replay, can't stay. Well, thanks for popping your head in, saying hello.
Yeah, Linda Linda Buckner says good morning from California. And Sheldon Foster says good morning. Yeah, and Sheldon Foster also says ADD.
Yeah,
That might
ad
be.
or ADD, not sure. Maybe ADD. Misty Anderson, hashtag episode 50, hashtag emotion code bros, hashtag Alaska Misty. She's tagging herself.
He is on fire.
Our friend Maria Laroni, hello, John and Michael.
Hey, and update from Samantha Lynn. I worked on Samantha episode 48 on like a daily drinking
Yeah,
or reducing drinking. She says, still stuck on drinking, right back at ER, not today, and gonna try and keep it going. But you guys are great. So she did have a little success after the session, I think for
yeah.
a few days, and looks like
Well,
there's
Samantha, I
something
think
else
you
there.
owe it to yourself to book a session with John. You know, because on the Bro Show, we're just doing 5 or 6 minutes. He reduced it in that short period of time. Book a one-on-one private session with John and get that cleaned up. You saw what the results were in a short period of time. Imagine a half hour, and John could do a great job with that.
Yeah, when you see that, success initially, like within the first few days, and then, it kind of, reverts back,
Yeah,
that's somewhat common. And what that means is that your body, your subconscious is showing you like the potential of what it could be. And so you just sort of have to keep going, simply
yeah,
put.
and it
Yeah.
and it could be a trigger. I'm having some really great success with smokers, and I'm putting together some protocol around smokers and so on. And I had a friend at my house on Monday or Tuesday, and he said, "Hey, I'm so excited. I haven't bought cigarettes since Sunday. I saved $30." So that was his motivation. It had nothing to do with smoking, right? Or the health. He said, "I saved $30." He goes, "I'm going to save a lot of money." And I said, "So are you wanting to have a cigarette?" "Yeah, because I'm using willpower and I'm resisting it." And I said, "Well, why don't I give you a motion code session?" So I gave him a motion code session on smoking. He's a young guy, maybe 26, 27 years old. And I talked to him the next day and he said, "No, I'm not interested in smoking." He goes, "This is really bizarre." And then I talked to him on Thursday, which was, I did a session on Monday and Thursday, and I said, "How you doing with no smoking?" He said, "Well, I got up this morning and the first thing I thought about was, where's my cigarettes?" And then he said, before I knew it, it was 3 hours later and I forgot that I didn't have a cigarette. So in this case, I did another session with him on that trigger. What is the severity that when I wake up, I'm triggered to have a cigarette? So it was kind of like a follow-up session. So perhaps with our friend here, look, Samantha, is to find out what was the trigger that made her want to drink again, and that's something that she could work with you on as specific triggers. So yeah, for the amount of time, I have one gentleman, 21 minutes, give up cigarettes and tobacco and nicotine. He was using the patch and rubs and gums and powders and lotions and potions and everything with nicotine.
Yeah.
He's completely off of it. And then my friend Jim that I just talked about, he just needed a little touch up. He didn't have the cigarette, but he was triggered. So maybe that could be helpful. Sasavan's joined us this morning. Hashtag Emotion Code Bros. John, let's present the 7 keys to the emotion code process. Oh, before we do that, of course, we've got an update from Sylvie Bellini. So last week when we worked with self-proclaimed cranky pants. Our friend Sylvie Bellini raised her hand, and here's what she has to say. Hashtag cranky much less. Thank you very much for sorting me out last week. I have found that not sleeping and lack of toast causes a bad temper. So I'm not sure if that's an update or not, but my hunch is you gave us an update yesterday, said you had some good results. So, okay, John, let's talk first. Let's acknowledge the founder, the creator, the wizard, the life-changing work of the Emotion Code.
Dr. Brad.
Nelson. John and I have both been certified as emotion code practitioners. John's a body code practitioner, which is an advanced field Dr. Bradley certifies people in. And he has 2 distinctions that really are kind of like they're like global, not global, but an overall understanding. Before I present the 7 keys to the emotion code process, John, can you give us those 2 distinctions that are important to understand the whole process, please?
Yeah, the first is a trapped emotion or an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event. That's the one. And so something from the past you went through, got hung up on, had an experience, and didn't quite process or deal with. And so that trapped emotion is like a little ball of energy about the size of your fist, and it acts like a double-edged sword in that it affects you mentally and creates these triggers and anxieties and other mental things, and as well as physically. So it aggravates your physical tissues and it creates pain, and it prevents you from healing. So that's one, trapped emotion. And the second is the subconscious mind, which is subconscious is much, much more powerful than the conscious mind. And it stores information through your whole life, everything through your whole life, and it remembers what these trapped emotions are. So we can go in, find the trapped emotion by communicating with the subconscious, and clear the trapped emotions that way. So those are the 2 distinctions.
Okay. I'm going to give the Michael Losier condensed version. Your brain knows everything, and it knows which one of these unprocessed negative emotions is causing the problem, and we're going to find out what it is. So stay tuned. John, I'm going through the chat here. I'm going to work with Dallas Cleland. And so Dallas, I just need your permission. John and I are going to present the 7 keys, and I'll work on you. He said, hi, I would like help with my nose. I have swollen nasal tissue in the right nostril that makes it difficult to breathe. It's been this way for a couple of years. I love that. And the severity is about a 9. And I would love, capital letters, your help. I am new to this. Well, Dallas, Cleveland, you can hold your head up high and about to breathe through your right nostril, possibly for the first time in 2 years. And John, if you want to, so John's going to be looking for someone as well.
Yeah, I'll scroll through the comments here in a bit.
Okay, good. So we're going to present the 7 keys. This is part of my program that I teach certified emotion code practitioners how to deliver presentation to the public, because as you know, certified emotion code practitioners, trying to explain it and trying to build your business can be a challenge. So I've been in the trainer business my entire career for 20 years. I've been teaching people how to be very effective trainers using NLP, accelerated learning techniques, and a little bit of razzle dazzle. And John and I developed this 7 keys process, and when he came to Victoria and we did a presentation, well, we kind of blew the snot out of everybody, and we got lots of business. So I put together an online program. I'm going to ask Delilah to put the link inside of there. If you want to join that program, Certified Practitioners Only, you can get $95 off today by using the coupon 95 off. It's an online program, and at the end of the program, you'll be in a position to present the 7 keys in a live presentation or online, bring certain specific people to the front of the room, razzle dazzle them, get rid of their chronic pain, and then everybody wants more. Say yes if you're in.
Yep.
Okay, John, key number 1, one of the most important parts of the emotion code process is?
The emotion code chart. So this is what it looks like. It's behind Michael there. 2 columns and
Michael,
6
behind
rows.
Michael. I have one of these in every room in my house. Okay,
Totally.
tell us a little bit about the chart.
Yeah, so the chart's 2 columns, 6 rows, totaling 60 trapped emotions. And we have actually in traditional Chinese medicine, we have the organs and glands on the side, and that's what creates that frequency, that vibration.
Yeah. Well,
And so they
earlier
sort
you
of line
said that
up.
the subconscious mind knows which one of these unprocessed negative emotions is causing the problem. For example, Dallas's nose problem, it is likely it's got some of those in it. And how big are they, John?
About the size of your fist, but they can be a little bit
Yeah,
larger, like
and
the
it's
size.
energy, so you can't see it
Yeah.
on an X-ray. So now we're going to use something to find out which we're not going to guess and say, I think it's this one. No, we want something solid. We want a solid answer to find out which one of these is causing the client's problem today. And we're going to be using,
Muscle testing. So we muscle test through the chart to find the trapped emotion.
yeah, and the muscle testing is a form of muscle testing it. And when our fingers get locked in, it says, that's the one. So we don't have to guess. And the way we're able to do it through Dallas or anybody in the whole world, whether it's Singapore or Malaysia or Hong Kong or Africa, it doesn't matter, Australia, we work with people all over the world by phone or by Skype or by this video or even by email. We can do it on their behalf, just like as if we were going to vote on their behalf because we become their
Proxy. So act on their behalf exactly. So connect them by distance and as their proxy.
That's right. So here's what we have so far. I'm going to keep referring to Dallas. Dallas has told us what the problem is, and he's given me permission to be his proxy. So I'm going to ask his subconscious mind which one of these is causing the nasal problem. And before we get started, we always like to know
Severity. So subjective scale of 1 to 10. And it gives us some framework to start with. Is it a 10, 5?
yeah. And
Yeah,
he's telling me it is a
it's,
9.
it's a
He's
9.
saying it is a 9. So what I like about that is that we'll either get results or not. Like there's no halfway here. So, and before we can work on anybody else, we need to have,
Permission. So verbal permission, or in this case, it is written permission. And we have it. So
yeah,
we're good to
he said,
go.
Michael, yes, you have my permission. So, John, here's what happens. Dallas has given me permission. I'm going to use muscle testing, scan the chart. I'm going to be his proxy. I'm going to scan the chart, ask the subconscious mind that knows everything, what's causing my right nostril problem. And the subconscious mind, I'm going to scan, that one. And after I identify, then I'm going to,
Grab your magnet, your favorite magnet, and what you do is you run it over the governing meridian, over the head there,
yeah,
and it basically deletes it. So it just clears out the trapped emotion. And what it does is it actually amplifies your intention to remove that trapped emotion. So the magnet's strong, it's stronger than the emotion,
yeah,
and
it's
it clears it
not
out.
emotion. And all of this can work if we have the fuel. And the fuel is, say, when you say it,
It is a hydrated practitioner. So it's water. So it's essential that we drink a lot of water, help with the muscle testing, help with the clearing. And so we're going to be drinking some water today.
we are. So I have a chart in front of me right now. I'm going to start the process. We have lots of people saying hello. We're going to acknowledge you throughout. John's going to be looking for someone to work on, but I will start the process. John can narrate it a little bit, and then we'll kind of switch off as we get started.
All
So
right, connect up with Dallas.
right now, I'm muscle testing right now. When my fingers get locked in, that's a yes. Let it go if it's a no. So am I John? I'm not. Am I Michael? I am. Am I hydrated enough? Yes. Do I need to drink more water? I don't. I'm just going to keep my arms down here because it's sore on the shoulders.
Okay, I have an update already for Dallas.
Update
Uh,
already.
Dallas is a woman.
Oh, okay, Dallas. Sorry about that. Not that it would matter as long as I get your name right, but there you go. I have a friend, Dallas, a dude friend. Okay, Dallas, I'm just checking, am I hydrated enough? I am. Do I need more water? I don't. I'm working with Dallas Cleland, and I have Dallas's permission to do that. I'm just connecting right now with Dallas. There we go. Am I Dallas Smith? No. Am I Dallas Cleland? I am. Do I need to know the age? Saying no. Okay, I'm asking my subconscious mind. I'm being Dallas right now. I'm asking my subconscious mind about my swollen nasal right nostril. Is it my left nostril? Look at that. No, it's not. Is it my right one? It is. Is it swollen? Yes. And what is the severity of my right nostril swollen nasal problem? 10 being severe. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Your subconscious mind saying it's a 10. The real Dallas said it was a 9. Well, guess what? Subconscious mind's the boss of you, Dallas. And it's saying it's a 10. So my subconscious mind's saying my nasal problem's a 10. Okay. And just for the helicopter of it, I'm going to find out, well, how many trapped emotions are causing that? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay, kind of knows the right answer to that. We'll see. Your subconscious mind saying there's 10 trapped emotions that are causing that. Okay, I think I found the first 5. The first one's confusion. Do I need to know more? No, but it's confusion. So I found it. I'm deleting it. Is the next one defensiveness? It is. I'm deleting it. Is the next one grief? It is. I'm deleting it. I'm using muscle testing. I'm looking at the chart. I'm scanning it. Is the next one self-abuse, which means negative self-talk? It is. I'm deleting it. Is the next one stubbornness? It is. I'm deleting it. So I said there was 10. I'm just going to double check my work. How many trapped emotions are causing this now? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, smarty pants. It's 5. We did 5, got 5. Okay, I found the next 5. Are they mine? Do I need to know when it happened? I don't. It's conflict. I'm releasing conflict. Is the next one creative insecurity? It is, yeah. Is the next one terror? It is. Is the next one unsupported? It is. Is the next one wishy-washy? It is. Okay, John, I'm going to carry on, and you can narrate yourself there.
Yeah, so I found someone with unexplained chronic pain, Helen Morgan. So I'm going to work with Helen. I think she said it was a 10, Helen. So just type in the comments there, yes, permission, and let me know where the pain is. So what part of the body? Head, shoulders, knees, or toes? So uh, these trapped emotions, they sort of act like an orange cone. So what happens when you see an orange cone on the road and you're driving is you have to stop or detour or go somewhere else or slow down. So it's a great analogy that Michael came up with is the orange cone. So it prevents you from manifesting your desires, goals, and basically it just like slows down everything in life. And okay, I have permission from Helen and pain through the nervous system. Okay, so that could be like the whole body. So nervous system is electric shocks. Okay, that's good. Electric shocks. Um, is that everywhere, Helen, or is it like arms, legs, shocks,
I have an
left leg?
update here with Dallas.
Okay.
So what was interesting is that the 10 trapped emotions were also prenatal, which mean that Dallas picked these up when she was in her mother's womb, probably between 5 and 6 months in her mother's womb. And it could have been something her mom went through or siblings around her, but it's 10. So I'm going to show you my fingers now. So am I Michael? No, I'm still Dallas. So before the session, what was the severity of my right nostril swollen problem? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? And now, is it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? Do I need to do any more? I'm not. Am I done? I am. Okay, I'm just going to connect from Dallas. And then Dallas, I want to take some big breaths through your right nostril and give us an update. And if I need to do more, I am here for you.
Yeah, so I got an update, or I got some more details from Helen. So shooting pain along the spine, head, and sometimes in the legs. And it's a 10, so sounds like a 10.
Yeah, like that electric shocks, that's, I know you're going to do a good job with that because These things right here. The little buggers right beside us.
Okay, so I do have a good connection. On muscle testing, what I do is I loop my left hand pinky thumb, and then I take these two fingers here on my right finger, put it in the loop, and spread it apart. So it looks super weird, but it's my style.
But
And
that's
I'm
the
just,
weird part.
yeah,
That's the weird part.
yeah, it's a little weird. Okay. Okay, good connection here. Helen, Morgan, proxy, yeah, severity of this pain.
Good. And Dallas, if you're watching, you can give us an update while John's connecting. I'm going to acknowledge some more viewers today to the Bro Show. And we have Carol Becklig. Good morning, bros. As a show me the science gal, I still can't wrap my head around how and why it works, but I'm so glad it does. Us too, Carol.
There is science. There's a healer went into a hospital, worked on a bunch of people, and it's in a journal article. So there's science behind energy healing, not emotion code specifically. And if you read the book, there's a lot of like, I mean, it's
We're
theories,
in the middle of a
but
session right now, John. Okay.
Helen, okay,
Sylvia
oh,
Bellini said, "Oh yes, I'm definitely much happier since last week. So thank you for working on me. Remember, she was self-proclaimed cranky pants.
yeah,
So it sounds like our friend Misty Anderson, she's got to go. She's heading to a trip to New Orleans, so we'll connect with her. Our friend Caroline Carruthers from Vegas is with us. Norma said, I would like to attract ideal clients for my energy healing business. Okay, you can definitely hashtag hire a bro, and we can help you do that. Of course, our businesses are exploding because of the emotion code as well. Samantha Lynn wants to be a double dipper. Samantha, I think you owe it to yourself to hire John to work for 30 minutes on the rest of that challenge that you're working with. Lori Penrod, good morning, guys. Hey, Lori. Kevin Hune saying, big shout out to the two bros. John did an emotion code session 2 years ago on Michael's show. It would have been 1 year. And I said I had an issue with my career. And within 2 days, unsolicited things start coming to me. Well, that's because we got rid of that big orange cone. Our friend Pramelia Paran from Vancouver Island, good morning. Happy to hang out with you guys this morning. Rajesh from Mumbai saying, hello, Michael sir, John sir, he is at the gym. How's that for loyalty? Okay, John, do you want to walk us through what you're working on?
yeah. So I'm clearing some abandonment, trapped emotion abandonment. Yeah. So is that cleared? Yeah. Is there another trapped emotion? Yeah. Confusion.
Okay,
Confusion.
we've got an update from Dallas here. Dallas is saying, it feels better, exclamation mark, almost numb. It's still a little stuffy, but definitely better for the first time in years. I'm going to reconnect Dallas now that we've let the energy settle. But first, I want to do a shout out to Dave Karp. Dave is saying, Dave from Berkeley, I have lower back pain and mostly my right side. I have done a bunch of emotion code, body code, and keeps returning. Can you help? He's an emotion code certified practitioner. So Dave, during today's call, I want you to do this on yourself. Now, I don't know where I learned it or how I know it, but when I hear something's on one side and not the other side, in my experience, it means the energy is not balanced. So I want you to, here's the script for you, Dave. Do this session on yourself. What is the percentage that my neck and back are out of alignment from 1 to 100, and then clear it? And what is the percentage that my left hip and my right hip are out of alignment? And then when you get the energy flowing evenly, let us know how that helps. Okay, I'm going to connect back in with Dallas. There we go. I'm reconnected with Dallas. So I'm asking my subconscious mind about a new status. My nose is a little stuffy. Before today's session, what was the severity of the stuffy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what's the severity now? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, that makes sense. She said it's a little stuffy. How many trapped emotions? Well, I won't even ask that. I'll just find them. Is it A or B, even odd 1, 3? It's grief. I've got grief in my nose. Do I need to know more? I do. Was I under 30, 20, 20, 22, 23? So Dallas, you had an event when you were 23 where you had unresolved or unprocessed negative emotion of grief. Do I need to know more? I'm releasing the grief when you were 23 years old. 1, 2, 3. Stubbornness. Do I need to know more? Was it from the same event when I was 23? It was. So a couple things happened at that same event. Stubbornness got stuck in your nose when you were 23. And terror when you were 23. Now what is the severity of my stuffiness in my nose? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, Dallas, I think I might have found a little bit left over. It was 5, 4, 3, 2, and now it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's a 0. Just going to disconnect from Dallas. And John thought the muscle testing was weird. No, what's weird is I'm fixing somebody's stuffy nose in another country. John, that's the weird part. And we love it. We love it. We love that we can do that.
Yeah.
So Dallas, let me know how you're doing. Helena's saying, my business has exploded since I completed Michael's training for emotion code practitioners. Actually, Helena and I did a presentation in a health food store in the middle of the island that we live on, and that was pretty exciting. That's right, Dave. Balance my spine. Well, not just your spine. I would say my neck and my back spine, and then your left, right hip, and check it and let us know. How you doing, John?
It's doing good, yeah. So I'm finding some inherited emotions as well. So you can actually be born with these inherited emotions, trapped emotions that parents went through, an ancestor went through. So I'm clearing inherited sadness from your mom, Helen, and it goes back 4 generations. So your mom's 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 mom. So clear that sadness.
When people talk about, I've got my mom and dad's habits around money or, around business failure or whatever it is, they say, God, my parents had a lot of money issues. Well, it's not just that you saw that, you actually picked up their trapped emotions around money blocks or health blocks as well.
Yeah.
So, and they are called trapped emotions, inherited trapped emotions. Irene Pimentel is giving happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody in the USA. Greetings from Silver Lake, New Hampshire. Misty's a double dipper. She owns it. Hashtag I'm a double dipper. Helen Reddo is with us. Newbie here. Hey, Helen. Okay. Susan Arthur said, I would definitely come to a Michael Losier UK seminar. Helen saying, would love to have dinner in London when you come here. Keep us updated. Natasha Paula Samuel, she said it would be the second time. She'd want to see it too. Susan Arthur saying, I recommend hashtag booking a bro. I did for my daughter Eland, and it was fantastic and has worked. By the way, if you have children that live at home, you're their caregiver, we can work with your child without them coming to the video because they might be very young. They might be a young baby or maybe a resistant, stubborn teenager. Well, if you're the caregiver parent, you can give us permission and we can work with them without them actually coming to the video screen. I worked with a mother's son who was a little chubby and he ate a lot of junk food. So we did a session for him to get rid of the junk food without him knowing it. And it messed him up. Not in a bad way. He's just like, I don't know, I'm not interested in that anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no more Skittles.
Yeah. Kelly's saying, can you clear just inherited emotions or does it have to be connected? There has to be something you're connecting. You can't say, I'd like to clear inherited emotions. It has to be specific to health or money and they usually come up in the session or you could ask for them specifically. And my hunch is you might even know what area in your life that you might think you have some of your parents' inherited emotions. For me, it was around eating. I come from a family of big men, and I had 55 prenatal trapped emotions. That means when my mother was pregnant, I picked up all these emotions, and I probably, for my mom, with all due respect, yelling at my dad because he was very big. He's much bigger than I was. All the men in my family were big, so I imagine they had lots of food fights, not like in a cafeteria, but arguments about food. And my mother was always on a diet, even though she's petite. She's like 5'2", and my dad was like 6'2", so it was very funny. But I'm expecting they had lots of food conversations. Dallas is saying, I can feel it releasing.
Cool.
Yes. You want to give us an update, John?
Just working away here. Yeah, there's seems like it's a little bit slow going here. Just sort of, yeah, just going a bit
Kelly's
slower.
saying, my teenager has anxiety and depression of a 10. So that's something that you can definitely hire John or I for, and your teenager doesn't have to be part of the conversation. You could represent them. We could do it on video or telephone, and I'm quite certain that in 30-minute session we can significantly reduce your teen's anxiety and depression. And if not, if it needs more than that, it needs more than that. But we can put a dent in it for sure. Um, Anxiety is pretty common. You know, when I'm working with people with food addictions and food habits and money stress, and matter of fact, in all of my programs, I always go for, if I'm working with somebody's weight loss, I always go to their anxiety. If I'm working with
Yeah,
smokers, anxiety. If I'm working with money blocks, it's anxiety. So anxiety is pretty huge for a lot of people. Yeah.
yeah. I'll just read a list here quickly, and then I'll do a severity check here. So
Yeah.
there was abandonment, confusion, disgust, inherited confusion, mother's side, 3 generations, inherited sadness, mother's side, 4 generations, terror, rejection, discouragement. And that's what I've cleared so far. So not a lot of good things on this list,
Um,
but
why don't you
that's
do
the
a
point.
severity check? Find out what you got it down to.
There is some resistance, like it's a little different. It was kind of hard to go slow. Still a good connection here. Helen Morgan, yeah.
Alex
Safe.
saying pain has gone down dramatically, John. I would say it's down to a 1, triple exclamation mark. How amazing. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
looks like I'm done. Oh no, I gotta get it to a 0, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing, Helen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ones are good, but we like a 0. So our friend Janice Pritchard saying, I love doing the ballet barre. I don't know if I pronounced that. 4 times a week, and having shoulder pain has prevented me from continuing. Hashtag hire a bro, and we can get you back on your tippy toes. Okay. I'm scanning through. If I haven't read your comment yet, it's the way Facebook sorts these. So I start from the beginning. I'm scanning. If I've read your comment, we like it, and then John and I both know that each other has read it. Otherwise, I'm still scanning and looking for ones that we haven't liked yet, and then I can. Oh, here's one right here. Susan Arthur, me pretty please. In my job, I'm on my feet all day. I get really hot really quickly and perspire a lot. I need a sweat no more emotion code. So,
Okay.
Susan, I'm going to recommend that you hire John and I to look after that. I helped a friend of mine that sweat a lot under his arms, his whole shirt, like right up to his shoulders. And now he's hardly even using anything under his arm. He's hardly getting wet at all. So again, it's emotion related. So hashtag hire a bro. We can help you with that. Okay, I'm still scanning here. Delilah's posted a few things out there. Um, if you want to watch any of the replays, Delilah's put the link. It's hangoutwithmichael.com/bros. Julia from Vancouver saying, hi, Michael and John. The hardest thing in my life is to deal with right now is caregiver burnout and stress. I give
Yeah.
you permission to help me alleviate some of the stress. I'd love to get my peace and harmony balance back. Yes, I can appreciate that, Julia. You know, after my mom had her stroke, my 2 sisters were looking after my mother, and I was serving my 2 sisters as much as I was my mother. So We all know what it's like to caregive because you have to give, the caregiver needs caregiving.
Yeah.
Hashtag hire a bro. We can help you with that. Okay. I'm still scanning here. Scanning, scanning, scanning. July, let's put the link out there for the Train the Trainer course on the 7 keys.
I got rid of another abandonment. There seems to be a fair amount of abandonment, kind
Yeah.
of hard to clear, but and fear.
Yeah. We're going to wrap up in about 5, 6 more minutes, John, just so you can pace yourself there.
Yeah, I'm almost out of zero. We're almost out of zero. One, two, one.
So Lori Penrod is asking, for those of us still learning, can you explain the difference between the emotion code and the body code? I'll explain the emotion code, and then John can tell you what the difference is. He's certified in both. And the emotion code, just like it says, it's about emotions. You saw today, it's about the chart. Everything that we're working on today is emotions. Now, when John's using the body code, he's using a very advanced, complicated set of charts, and he's using muscle testing in your subconscious mind to do then just more than emotions. So it is advanced. I'm saying it's advanced and complex. It doesn't really tell you what it is. I'll wait till John finishes a sentence and he can tell you more about the body code and what kind of clients that he works with that as well. And once in a while, I get John and another body code practitioner, his dad, to help.
Yeah, I'll clear this emotion. Inherited rejection. Inherited emotions take a few more swipes, a little more intention to clear that, a little bit deeper and stronger.
Trish McDonald is saying, I have financial stress and wondering if this can be released. Yes. We'd call it, and probably in the session, anxiety might come up. Anxiety, nervousness, worry, that's definitely, so hashtag hire a bro, 30-minute appointment, and we can get rid of your financial stress and then reduce your scarcity consciousness and increase your abundance. All of it's all this stuff right here, whether it's stuff that you inherited from your parents' behavior, or maybe you had a lemonade stand when you were a little girl and you messed that up, and that orange cone got in the way and messed up your financial abundance. We don't need to figure that out. Your subconscious mind will know exactly what's causing your financial stress.
Yeah, or it's inherited. Yeah, that's really common. That scarcity mindset runs in the family. So
Yeah.
you got to clear
Barbara's
that.
saying, I wonder if you can remove the sweat smell from under my arms. I'm not sure about that, but I know I've helped people reduce the liquid or the sweat under their arms. So that
Yeah,
could
the
be something that
smell.
you're a bro. We can find out.
Yeah, that could be body code. That to me, that would be like a detox, like something needs to get
Okay.
out.
That
Yeah,
makes
like your body's not detoxing correctly, or your diet could be better. Yeah. I think I'm at a zero here, Helen. You want to continue? No, safe to continue? No, I think we had enough for now. Yeah, we got a one or higher. No, Right. So zero. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it at that for now. Um, Hopefully that helps. I mean, yeah, Helen said it was down to a one, but hopefully that's, long term, that nervous system shooting pain down the spine and the head, legs, arms, that's not comfortable. And yeah, love to hear an update from you down the road here, Helen.
Yeah.
And okay, so I'll just disconnect and I'll explain a little bit about the body code.
Before
So,
you do that, I'm going to ask everybody watching live today. We'd like you to hear from you today. What was one thing that was interesting for you, or exciting for you, or something that you learned, or something you want to give us a holy S-balls? Like, wow. So just leave a comment. Let us know what you think. John and I will be reading the comments throughout the day today, and we love knowing that we're influencing you in a positive way. Like Pamelia Bell saying, love today's show. You guys are awesome. You know what? We live for that. Julie is acknowledging the caregiver. She's acknowledging it never stops, and it is. It's like having a pet. You need to look after them all the time. So I say that respectfully. So it never stops. So John, tell us more about the body code and the complexity of it and some of the things that you help clients with it.
So yeah, it's not very complex, but it is more complex and more advanced than the emotion code. But it's also by Dr. Brads, and he spent, 20, 30 years developing this system in practice. And so he started with emotions and the emotion code, which is a chart. So the body code is also it's a chart, but it's a system of charts. And it's a program that you can buy and download, and there's at least 300 different pages in the body code, and each of those pages could have 5 or 6 different imbalances in them, and some of those imbalances could be like an infinite amount of things. So for example, you can have an idea allergy, so that is, one thing in the body code, but it'd be an idea allergy to what? So fill in the blank. So it could be allergic to money. It could be men, women. It could be joy. It could be gratitude. It could be patience, whatever it may be. But we find what it is through intuition, through muscle testing, and through other charts. So other things in the body code would be chakras. So maybe your chakra is imbalanced. Maybe there's organs and glands and meridians, and there's other disconnections with like spirit disconnections. There's toxins, like heavy metals. So that could come up in a session if you have a heavy metal toxicity, mercury in your mouth or something like that. Maybe that's preventing you from healing, or pathogens, viruses, mold. Like the list goes on and on and on what the body code is. So you can't like explain it like a chart like this. But there are webinars that Dr. Brad does, and he does actually show it on the webinar, so you can get a glimpse of what it is and what it looks like. And so through Dr. Brad's page, Healer's Library, or like body code system, just search that, it should come up.
And what's consistent with the emotion code is it's all through muscle testing. So you're reading the charts and asking the muscles, which chart should I go to? And what's, so we're not guessing here. It's all muscle testing through the chart, and it's a very complex system. Mm-hmm. John, I have an update that you're going to love to hear. Helen Morgan is saying, John, thank you for your help today and working on me. I appreciate it very much, and it's wonderful to have no pain.
What?
So we've got a no pain in the house.
Yeah, we love it. Awesome, Helen. Tell your doctors.
Okay, Dave, remember he said his emotion code, body code still had pain. Here's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Suggestion to measure the neck balance in my spine, neck, and hip was awesome. Spine was 35, now 63, neck now 75, hip now, and I haven't worked on the hips yet. I release several trapped emotions in each area. Okay, good work, Dave.
Yeah, take some detective work there.
Yeah. Jocelyn Tabby is saying good stuff. Permelia Param is saying thank you for hosting these Facebook Live Saturdays. I always learn so much from the two of you. Barbara Rowan gave us a hashtag no pain in the house. I think that's it, John.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly, I'll just read some of the comments, what people learned today. Homa Bay said, this is my first visit here. Very, very interesting. Hashtag a little crazy too. She didn't say that, I put that in. Kelly May is saying she learned that I can work with her teen without her being there. She has stubborn, and with this type of feeling alternative, love your shows. Anything that you see there, John?
No, I think we're seeing the same ones here.
Okay. Linda Buckner, I'm really impressed that you guys clear emotions super fast. Wendy Stout saying, I like learning to balance the left and right side of the spine. And Amelia saying, enjoy your vacation, John. You'll be missed. Time for Emotion Code Bros Marathon. Oh, the bros are here. Half of a bro. My friend Helena that you see out here, she's going to join me for a 2-part series, but we're not going to tell you what it is yet, but a 2-part series when John's away. Boy, we appreciated everybody's comments today and feedback, and thank you for the volunteers that we had today. The purpose of this show is to really demonstrate the keys of the process, and of course, we just don't want to talk about it, we actually want to do it.
Yep.
So this is part, imagine doing this in front of a live audience if you're a motion code practitioner and going through the 7 keys and bringing somebody up and doing a lot. I bring this chart with me, and John and I are actually going to be in a health show in the fall in Nanaimo, and we're going to go on stage. We're going to have the chart. We're going to bring specific people up in the room. We're going to do an emotion code, and we're going to get a whole yes balls because people will see this for the very first time. And we're going to be at a distance, all right, like maybe 2 feet away. That's a distance.
Yep.
Even if we're at today, my friend's taking me for a drive. I'm going to do a session in his car, and I don't have to touch him. So sitting beside him is at a distance. If you're in Australia or Singapore or Malaysia, that is at a distance, or the US. So, yeah, we're excited that you joined us, and we trust that you got. Oh, well, just wait, I have to give one more. Gordana, she was at my seminar in Las Vegas. She said, Michael worked on me in Las Vegas. My back pain is all gone. So happy to go on my long walks again. Very satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's it. We're going to head out. Thanks, everybody, for
Yeah,
joining
thanks
us
everyone.
today.
Thanks for the volunteers, shares,
We are
likes,
away for
hearts.
2 weeks. So we are back on June 16th with a very special episode. We'll see everybody on June 16th. In the meantime, you've got 50 episodes to watch if you haven't already. Thanks for hanging out with the bros today, everybody.
Thanks everyone.